he's telling that person, me, my father, before he died, he told me, never trust a woman. Wow. And then my friend, the pastor, looked at the guy, said, your father was very stupid. He said, your father can't even fabricate in digital method. But you are just carrying the word of a stupid man in your life. That's how many people live. We are in 2019, but you, since you pulled the handbrake in 2012, you are still there. Even you are here today, but your mentality is the backward. Somebody say, renew your mind.
Renew your mind.
You can't move until you renew your mind. I don't want to give you too much information tonight because you look tired. On Monday I'll just drop everything and then I'll go past the castle and I will explain after. You see, your mind, if you are taking notes, you have to write this one. Your mind is a garden. What did I say? Your mind is a garden. And you are a gardener. I repeat it again. Your mind is a garden. And you are the gardener. Which means, look at me. Which means everything you sow in your garden will grow. Soon or later, like it or not. Everything, your mind is a garden. Everything you are sowing in your mind will grow up. And many times we don't like the harvest, but we are the one who sow it. If you don't want the harvest you are harvesting, change the seed you are sowing. Tonight my message is very simple. If you don't like your life, where it is today, change the way you think. Because everything in your life is about the way you think. Whatever you think will become. Hallelujah. Amen. I say, whatever you think, keep on thinking, keep on meditating upon, will become. It's a principle of life. You can like it or not, or you can disagree with me today, but put it in some way. That message will make you one day. Whatever you sow in your life, you're gonna reap it. So, that's why every time when God comes to work with somebody, the first thing God does is to help that person to change his mind, to see differently. Because you can't work with God if you are not keep on transforming your way of thinking. That's why God can come to Gideon. God said, mighty man of God. But how can God call him mighty man of God, but Gideon was hiding? Because when God speaks to you, God never speaks to you where you are. No. God, when he come to you, he will always speak to you where he's waiting for you to go. Hallelujah. Amen. God, you can be, when God's talking to you, he say, mighty man. I can just imagine when God said to Gideon, mighty man of God. Gideon look around. God said, I'm talking to you, Gideon. You are mighty men. Gideon said, say, God, let me update you.
Exactly.
Gideon saying, God, I want to update you. God, you remember. You didn't read the news. I'll update you, God. The guy you are calling mighty man, my tribe of Manasseh, we are the last in Israel. And me, as you see me, I'm the least. So God, I think you need to be updated. Because the thing you are talking about, you don't know. I can't be mighty man. God said, you are mighty man. Hallelujah.
Amen.
So God never talked to you where you are struggling, because God, He knows that He already invested the power in you to put you where you are going.
Wow.
So where you are, it doesn't impress Him. God is not impressed. God is not afraid where you are today, because God is. I call Him. You call Him Alpha and Omega, is it? He's the Alpha and He's the beginning and He's the A and the Z. But me, I don't call Him that anymore. Since I understood a couple of things. But when we are praying in group, just to be polite, I say you are Alpha and Omega. But me, when I'm praying myself, I call Him, you are the Omega and the Alpha. Even you didn't understand, say amen.
Amen.
I said, God, you are Omega and you are the Alpha. Because I understood that God never starts anything without Him finishing it first. Are you catching me?
Amen.
So God never worked to finish. God finished, that's why He worked.
Wow.
I know you see me, I'm still coming. I'm trying to break it down. God, that's why when we're talking about renewing, that's why a lot of prayer, I don't pray them anymore. Because I understood many prayers, they are stupidity in heaven. When you understand God, you renew your mind, you know how God operates. There's some prayer you drop them. God finished, and then He back off, and He release what He finished. That's why I call Him the Omega and Alpha. He said in Isaiah 55, I think, He said, I knows the end from the beginning.
Wow.
I'm the only God who can do that. So, as you are sitting here, as far as God is concerned, your life is finished.
Wow.
I prove to you. If your life was not finished, God will not allow you to be born. God said to Jeremiah, Jeremiah, I don't know you today. I knew you when? Before. So, before I knew you. Let me help Jeremiah. So God is saying to Jeremiah, before even your father lived Mweneditu, if you don't know Mweneditu, is somewhere there. To meet your mother in Kasumbalesa, I knew you. Before you to be born, I knew you. I knew everything about you, that you are a prophet, the nation know what you're going to do. I knew. So I accepted it. That's why I allowed you to be born. So as far as God is concerned, your life is done. It's finished. Your problem is just the grade of ignorance. Like your cousin in Congo, you already did a transfer from Western Union, but he's ignorant that he has $1,000 waiting for. The transfer was already made. Your mind needs to do some renewing. Because whatever you think, you know where your life is today is the summary of your thought. If you don't like it, change the way you think. If you think you are victorious, you will be victorious. If you think you are overcomer, you will be overcomer. If you think you are not broke, you will never be broke. The thing I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. It has nothing to do about your bank account. Even your bank account is saying it equals 0. But you're saying, I will never be broke another day of my life. When you are sick, say, I will never be sick because he was wounded for my sins. He was bruised for my transgression. And the chastisement of my peace, shalom, was upon him. That's why by his stripes I am healed. Wow. That is settled. Settled deal. The problem is the battle, and let me close today, the battleground is here. You know, when we are saying spiritual warfare, it's here. It's not there, it's here. Here is where the devil comes to bombard you. This is here, God is waiting for you to start renewing your mind. Everything is here. Because the devil comes and says, you are stupid. You will not make it. You'll be just like your father. You end up like your mother. And then, you know the devil preaches. Especially during Christmas. Yeah. You have a big party. You have your cousin come from Joondalup. And you have your aunties, they come from, I don't know, Brisbane. You have your uncle come, Melbourne. You have a big family party. And then in that part, now the devil come, start preaching. So you say you are a born again Christian. So you think you're going to make it in this family. Okay, if you don't believe me, just look around the table. You know, as he showed Jesus all the glory. That's what he used the same thing. He said, just look around the table. And when you look around the table in the family, you look your uncle, Sula! Drunkard. You look your aunties, all of them, 10 children never married. Your cousin, 5 children never married. You look in the entire family, nobody succeeded. And then you say, amen. To the gospel of the devil. Wow. The devil is a liar. Amen. You didn't hear me. I said the devil and his mother-in-law. Amen. They are the liars. Amen. Whatever the devil tells you, the opposite is the truth. Amen. Oh my God. The devil can't speak the truth. Even, même soka lingi. Oh. Even they have a good will to speak the truth. When just that word pass here, it's a lie. And guess what? God can't speak lies. God the constitution say, God is not a man that he should lie. Neither the Son of Man he should lie. That verse doesn't mean God doesn't want to lie because it's bad. No. That verse just means in God there is no capacity to lie. Wow. I can't say that. In me there's a capacity to lie. Yeah. You say, oh, Pastor, you lie. You lie. You lie. Yeah. You lie. You lie. Last week he didn't come to church, but my sister, he didn't come. Oh, I was busy. Not busy, changing the channel. Doing nothing. I can't say that. In me, there's a capacity to lie. That's why I need to pray. In God, there is not the option of lying. So whatever God said to you, even nobody in your tribe has experienced it, is the truth. Give God hand. Amen. The mind. The problem is the mind. Two people can't work together if they don't agree. Agree with the word of God, my sister, my brother. Agree with whatever God said. There's a lot of things God said to me. You know, I was in Kinshasa at that time. 30 years ago, many of you were not born on the planet yet. A lady prophesied, you're going to travel around the world. Tu sais que j'allais même la gifler. Wow. Tu connais même pas passeport, c'est quoi? You don't know what is a passport. You don't know. Wow. And they said to you, you're going to go around. You take that to measure on the Tiwa. One day, you're probably renewing your mind. God, you said. God, you said. And today, I'm going around the world. Maybe 3 times 1 year, 3 times around the globe. It was so funny sometimes. I started feeling more comfortable in an airplane than in my house. What is your belief system? Our faith is defected because our belief system is defected. When your belief system is defected, your faith can't work. This thing I'm saying, I need like 1 week to download them. But in personal Sunday, I will download it for you. When your belief system is wrong, your faith will not work. I'll say it again. When your belief system is wrong, because of your mindset is wrong, are you not tired to come in the church? You give an offering, you pay tithe, you sing song, we turn one leg, we jump 2 legs, you go home, nothing changed. Are you not tired? We need to see things moving. We need to see changes. We need to see people moving, doing some great things. But the problem is you are delaying us by not moving, by not changing. We need to do great things for the kingdom. Amen.
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 So we'll continue on Sunday. So the thing I just spoke today is 2% of the thing I'm supposed to say. So we see how God is going to help us on Sunday. And then I'm going to pray for people. I'll Pray for people. If you know people, they have a situation, sick people, bring them. If you can catch some dead people, bring them.
Amen.
I believe in God. I believe that nothing is impossible to God. I believe so much in God is caring. Amen.
Amen.
And I do believe if we start renewing our mind before the end of this year, we'll see things start happening.
Amen.
The problem is not that